I'm here because I believe that my girlfriend, Cassandra, has been cheating on me. Started at the beginning of the year when we got back together after being broken up for a year. Every time I leave for work, I think there's this man that we know crawling through the window or pulling up as I'm driving out. I've seen so many signs, from text messages to the things being out of place. There was an incident where she lets me see her phone, and it's a text message where it's saying, "Come through the window." At 3 o'clock in the morning, that's when the text message was, while I'm at work. So I come home from work and went to pull down the sheets on the bed that was made, and the top sheet, when I pulled it back, the center sheet was pulled down and her underwear on the side that she was wearing the night before. I seen her get dressed, I know she had them on. When I went to work, the bed was a mess, and when I come home, you're gonna make the bed and not put the center sheet all the way up? No, it was pushed down on both sides with her panties right there. And that was the same night that the text from "come through the window." For one instance, when I called her, video chatted her, she answers the phone with just her bra on, and the mood lighting in the bedroom's on. I can see the TV where it's playing music, and that's not how she relaxes at the end of the day. I've been with her for 4 years. I know when she's getting into relaxed mode and when she's about to have sex. She had sweat, like she had just taken a towel and wiped her face, and I could still see the sweat from like here up, and she said that she was crying. If you're with somebody else, let me know. Let's be done. Let's end this. We've had a great first year and a half was awesome. I mean, like I said, the writing's on the wall there, and it's not that I'm too dumb to see it, it's that I care about her so much. I don't want it to be true. Because I love her to death. I've never loved anybody like I loved her.
Cassandra, did you tell a man to climb through your window at 3 a.m. in the morning?
I did, and the reasoning behind that was because I do live with other people in the household that were sleeping at 3 a.m. They're not third shifters like me, David, and this other guy. We all three are third shifters, and David's crawled through the window, I've crawled through the window. It's not no secret of crawling through the window.
Who was the man that you told to climb through the window?
It's somebody I have known for 20 years. It is somebody that I've had no desire, so whatever, to seek that type of relationship with.
I mean,
Absolutely
what are you living in that everybody has to go through the window, though?
Well, I mean, I'm not living in anything that's really, it's just more of the line of respect of, you know, I know my kid has to get up in the morning. I'm not trying to wake her up.
My kids have to get up in the morning, too, but I still have people go through the door.
Okay, I understand that, Steve. You have a great point. Great point. 100% great point.
You gotta climb through the window. Why at 3 a.m.?
Well, like I said, we're all third shifters.
Right.
3 a.m.'s 3 p.m. to us. It's not 3 a.m. in our eyes.
Right.
Because we're third shifters.
So you're saying you didn't have a man climb through your window to have sex with?
Correct. And he ended up walking straight through the front door anywho.
What about answering David's video call with only your bra on?
Well, I loved how he left out the fact that, you know, before the phone call, I was cleaning my daughter's room. And I got a little overheated. So I took my shirt off. Did I know David was going to call and analyze what the fudge I'm wearing?
And you're in your own house, right?
I'm in my own house. I'm in my own bedroom. Did I know David was going to analyze if I have the neon light on to the bright light on? I had no idea. If I would have known, do you think I would have answered the phone like that?
So you didn't have a man?
No, there was no man. There has not been no man.
He says on the tape that you flirted with the man at the bar right in front of him.
No, I did not. It was a friend, a distant friend that I encountered, and I gave him a hug. Well, needless to say, with his insecurities, of course I flirted with him because that's all he sees.
Because you hugged him?
Because I hugged him.
Do you cheat on David?
No.
Come on, give me something.
I can't give you something. You know, I've watched your show. I've been so faithful that I was one of those people back in Chicago.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir. So I have been committed to your show, and I have learned a lot that accuser is the doer.
No. Okay.
I don't accuse David.
So you never cheated on him?
No.
Never. He says, one day he came home from work and your bed sheets were all messy and your underwear were stuck on the mattress.
Stuck on the mattress? Now, first of all, those were the underwear that he removed from my body because if you remember, he said he was gone all day because we were gone together all day. And before we left that morning, we had sexual intercourse. And those panties were the panties he took off of me, and they remained in that bed till he came home. And right before we left, I threw the covers right over the bed. Like, he didn't see me do that.
Did you hear what she says, though? She stays up all night when you're at work?
Oh, yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah,
well, then why would she do that? If
but
she
she's angling the way she talks to me and moves the phone, and I mean, I can still. She will.
So
leave
you really
the room.
think that she's?
No, you know
She
what
leaves
about
the room. She
what
leaves the room,
about
come
the
back
fact
in,
that
the
I
lights
show
back
you
on.
the whole house?
If you think that she's such of low moral character, why are you with her?
And if I'm such a whore to spread my legs to all y'all, why the are you with me?
Why are you with her if you think she's a hoe?
Because I love her to death.
You love a hoe.
I don't.
Cassandra took a lie to tuck the test. And we asked her, while in a relationship with David, had you had sexual physical contact with any man besides him? She answered no. While in a relationship with David, have you had sexual intercourse with any man besides him? She answered no. Have you ever had sexual intercourse with that relative that David suspects? You answered no. Have you ever had sexual physical contact with the relative that David suspects? You answered no. The results came back all the same, and they came back that Sandra's results are inconclusive. Inconclusive, let me read it. The examination was administered yesterday, and due to poor tracings on the polygraph examination, which yield an inconclusive result, the examination was administered again today. After running the 3 charts on the first exam and still observing poor tracing of her psychological reactions, a 16-panel urinalysis drug screening was administered to Cassandra. The results of that drug screening are that she tested positive for marijuana, which she admitted to smoking on Sunday. In addition to testing positive for marijuana, the drug screening concluded there are traces of other drugs in the urine sample provided. So, as I've stated in the past on this show, we advise you not to do drugs before you come to the show. We
Right.
advise you not to smoke marijuana.
Yeah.
Because if you do, more than likely this is what's going to happen. We get an inconclusive result. So we can't say that she passed or failed because of her drug usage. She is inconclusive. We can't get a test. I can't imagine things are going to get better with that.
Yeah, probably not.
So what do you think? Did she use drugs to cover up her infidelity?
He knows I smoke marijuana.
No, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with it. It's legal in a lot of states. I'm saying, but we told you not to smoke and you did anyways. Do you think that she did that to, that, you know, she wouldn't be able to be testable?
Oh, I have no answers.
What do you do from here?
Hopefully you guys give us 2 separate flights back, and I beat her back to my truck. I'm done.
So you want to be over with?
Oh yeah.
I know you say you got a lot invested, but you're still young. You're a young woman.
I've allowed him to hurt me in ways that I
Well,
said
then,
I would
then
not
you,
allow to
and
happen.
the same thing I tell my daughter: stop letting a man hurt you.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, here's the deal. Neither one of you seem happy.
No.
You obviously don't trust her for whatever reason. But what I'm saying is, do you think you could trust any woman?
Oh yes.
You could?
Yes.
All right, well, you need to find that woman, okay? Good luck to you.
Because he told me regardless of who's in here.
Very nice video.
I called you, Steve, for help because I watch your show all the time.
Somebody's going to watch this and say, you know what? She was brave enough to do that. I can do that too. Can you relate to this story? Go to www.stevewilkos.com to get my help.